Hey guys, good evening to everyone. I am excited to be hanging out with y'all live tonight. Just got my littlest one to bed and here I am coming to chat with y'all. So I'm just gonna wait a minute until a couple of you hop on when you're here. Say hello, tell me where you are tonight, where you're tuning in from. Excited to hang. All right, y'all invite some of your friends too, or share this in a messenger thread if you have someone that you really want to come and hear this and that you think would be impacted by hearing about this. Would love for you to pass it along. All right, I'm going to just do a few more friends here and then we'll get started. Hey Jess, so fun. All right, I'm coming to y'all from my bathroom, which is very random, but my big kids are still going to sleep, and I wanted to give you a really real life view into some of the things that I use every day. Hi Katie. And that starts in the morning and it starts in my bathroom. So let me preface this. So if you're like tuning in, you're like, what are we even talking about? I titled this want to be stress-free. Okay, there's no magic pill to being stress-free. You're not going to watch this and be like, I'm stress-free. But I hope that through me sharing my story with you guys and sharing some tips that I have learned, oils related, not oils related, that it'll give you some more tools for your toolbox, especially as we move into the holiday season and a time that is, for a lot of people, really stressful. So I wish that you are all in my living room and we can have this conversation over a glass of wine in real life. But since we can't do that, here we are on Facebook. You're welcome. Okay, so I have a bunch of notes. I'm super excited to chat with y'all, and I want y'all to chat back with me and ask questions or comment, talk to each other while I'm chatting. You really benefit a lot when you learn from each other. So just a little bit about my background, or not my background, but just my story with this. So about this time last year, the fall of last year, I was struggling, really struggling. I was not sleeping. I was not eating very well. I was working really hard and not taking a break. Emotionally, I was just exhausted. I was just in not like a super dark place. First preface, I am not a doctor. I'm not going to diagnose you. I'm not going to tell you what to do that's going to heal any diseases. I'm just a mom sharing my story and sharing what's worked for me in hopes that it will help you. All right. I've also never been clinically diagnosed with anxiety or depression, but I feel like so many of us just deal with just sort of the everyday stress, anxiousness, sadness, and I have found a lot of things that have been really helpful to help me combat that. So that's what I'm gonna share with you. But so anyway, this time last year I was really struggling, and I've made a lot of changes in my life that have been really healthy and really helpful. I'm still on the path. I've not figured this out. I'm not like, I'm never stressed, woohoo! I'm just in the middle of my journey and wanting to share it with you as we go. So this is not a one and done ordeal. Dealing with stress in your life is not like a magic pill. You can't just slap an oil on it and hope that it'll get better. We have so many tools that we can use in our toolbox, if we will, that can help us on the daily, but there is really it's a whole body thing. So just like we can't take medicine and just hope that everything works out, we have to get to the root of some things and work through a lot of things. Honestly, I'm trying to read what you guys say. I want to be in the party. Yes, such a blessing. They have been such a blessing. So it's a whole body ordeal, and it's so hard. I don't know. I feel like the thing that people ask me about maybe the most that they want to learn about how to use oils for is their anxiety or their anxiousness. And it's hard because it's not here's one thing that you do, everything will be better. What oils work for me might be different than works for you. So I try to gather a couple stories as well to share some other oils that maybe work for other people. But again, whole body. All right, I keep saying that. Here we go. I'm going to go through my notes. So the biggest thing I think that I want to share and that I want you to hear me say is that you have to prioritize caring for yourself. There's a lot of women, mostly women, that are on here hanging out with us. And I feel like as women, not just moms and wives, just women in general, we tend to take care of everybody else and we put ourselves last. And we think that that's like, we can be sort of martyrs sometimes, you know, like I'm wearing busy as a badge of honor and tired is like, look at me, I'm tired and I'm busy. But we've tried to like stop saying the word busy because everybody is busy. We all have the same amount of hours in our day. But as women, we tend to want to care for everybody else and put ourselves last. And what we have to do to be well and to live a life of freedom and abundance and not as much stress is we have to prioritize ourselves. You can call it self-care, you can call it self-love, you can call it whatever you want to call it, but you have to pay attention to your body, you have to listen to your body, and you have to care for it. You have to feed it good, whole food. You have to give it rest. You have to give it plenty of water. You need to give your mind a break. Guys, this is so important, and if you don't hear me say anything else, I just want you to know that you are worth this kind of work. You are worth it to get your body and your mind to a place where you can function to the level that you were meant to function, and you could be the person that God created you to be. So prioritize yourself. You cannot pour out from an empty cup. If you've ever traveled on an airplane, what do they say? Should the oxygen masks come down, put yours on first before you help somebody else. And that feels very like, no, I can't do that. But yes, you can, and yes, you should. So a little tip about water. So I've been working with a health coach the past couple months, and she has like so many of these things are things that she has taught me. She's like totally blown my mind. But you know, we always hear we're supposed to drink half our body weight in ounces of water. I basically know that I need to drink at least 3 of these. I have this Yeti. I need to drink at least 3 of these Yetis. I have a water filter. I have the Berkey in my kitchen, and I have ice. So I just get my ice, get my water, and I'm filling it up all day. Basically, to drink a ton of water, I don't drink anything else. Like I'll drink coffee in the morning, but okay, I'm gonna come back to that. And then maybe I'll have a glass of wine at night some nights, but pretty much during the day, I'm not drinking soda, I'm not drinking tea, I'm not drinking sweet drinks, I'm only drinking water. I love to drink water out of a straw because I feel like it makes you drink it really fast. But what my health coach says is that when you get up in the morning, you should drink a full glass of water before you drink coffee or anything. And I'm like, that's so hard. But she said it's like giving your insides a shower. They've been asleep all night and you need to clean them out. I'm like, that is a visual that I can deal with. I like that. So I'm going all over the place, so many things. But I started making a list of a morning routine. This has been so huge for me, and I thought about it because one of the things on here says water first thing. So I'm a list person. So maybe you're not a list person. Maybe it's all in your head. But making a list of the things that I want to do in the morning during my little morning routine time has been super helpful for me to actually do them. I also have things on here like wake up before my kids, turn on my lamps and my diffusers, get dressed. Guys, this has been huge. I don't know if you're like me, if you're a mom and you stay at home, you get up and you do all the things and then you realize at 9 that you're still in your pajamas and you have to go somewhere, but you got to go get dressed. So I've been putting my clothes out in my bathroom the night before, which is like what we did when we were kids, right? And getting dressed first thing in the morning and drinking my water first thing in the morning, and it makes me feel so good. Adding a drop of lemon in your water is awesome. It's great for detox and it sort of wakes you up. So if you need a little something in your water, drink your water in the morning, put a drop of lemon in it. And I found that if I will drink water in the morning, it just sort of gets me started, and I'm gonna drink it all day. Instead of like if I would get up and drink a soda, then I'm gonna just want to drink soda the rest of the day. But if I get up and drink water, and I remember my sister used to have this boyfriend that was like super healthy, and he would always do this, and we would sort of roll our eyes at him, and I'm like, I get it. It's so good for you. So drink your water. Get plenty of sleep. Okay, this is like a major, major point. So, I'm like, I'll sleep when I'm dead. It's fine. I could run off a little sleep. There's so much to do. I have to get all this stuff done. And guys, how much time do we waste during the day doing things that are just wasteful? Mostly being on my phone, all right? The new screen time app, if you have an iPhone, is awesome. You can set time limits. It will tell you, alert you when you've been on your apps for too long. It is a great visual reminder. You are wasting time. Stop. And so what my health coach has told me that I've been loving so much is she's like, you need to get at least 7 hours of sleep, 7 to 9 ideally. So I shoot for 7 in the season of little kids. And if I know I want to get up before my kids wake up, I want to be up by 6, then I'm going to count 7 hours back plus 30 minutes, because it's going to take me a couple minutes to get ready for bed, turn off my phone, turn off the TV, put my computer down, and really settle down. And so I've fought her with this. I'm like, no, but I have a lot of stuff to do and I have to stay up. And she's like, you are not going to be good for anybody if you are not rested. So you have to prioritize sleep. Guys, I have FOMO, fear of missing out. And if people are up talking or there's a show I want to watch or something, I'm like, but I have to stay up. And I've had to just slowly let that go a little bit so I can prioritize the sleep and the rest that I need. I heard a really great speaker back in August at a Young Living event talk about this, about not looking at a device at night for, I think he says, an hour before you go to bed. I'm still working on that. That's still hard for me. But our eyes, we're looking at all these screens. I typically at night wear the blue light blocker glasses. So dorky, but whatever. But make yourself a goal to shut down your phone or your computer or your TV or whatever your vice is that you stay up late looking at. Make a goal to shut it down 30 minutes before you need to go to bed and just let your mind rest. In the same way, this is probably, are you ready? I hope you guys are writing this stuff down. Maybe this is elementary, I'm already doing all these things, but this is all this stuff has just been changing my life. My goal every morning is to not look at my phone for the first hour that I'm awake. Now I'm looking at the weather, I'm looking at the time, I'm maybe looking at my devotional, but I'm not on email, Facebook, Instagram. I'm not doing that for the first hour, and you have to fight for it. But guys, it is so amazing because I got to a point where I would wake up and I would just automatically feel so stressed about the day, so anxious about the day, just all the things I had to do. And then you all have been there. You open your email and you read that email, something you really need to respond to, but you wish you hadn't seen it right then because you really want to just enjoy that cup of coffee or do your gratitude journaling or sit in the quiet or eat your breakfast without thinking about all the things that you have to do that day. So challenge yourself. Guys, when I am good about not looking at my phone for the first hour, I feel like I can breathe. And it's I've given myself this permission for a whole hour to not be online or on my email, because basically what this guy said is when you wake up to email, you're waking up to obligation, things you have to do. And when you wake up to social media, you're waking up to comparison. You're already looking at what everybody else is doing that day. So if you remove those barriers and you just get to wake up and get your day going, man, it has reduced so much stuff in me as I start my day. And I really, really think that getting going strong with your day is so key. So I'm going to talk about a couple oils because I haven't even talked about oils yet, but a couple of the oils that I do every morning. Here we are in my bathroom. I wanted to I'm in here because I wanted to show you. So this is my little makeup thing. I like to put on my oils while I'm brushing my teeth, going to the bathroom, putting on my makeup. I just sort of do it all at one time. I found that if I want to get into a good habit or routine of doing something, I need to pair it with something I'm already doing. So I'm already going to be brushing my teeth, so I can put on my Joy while I brush my teeth because I'm already brushing my teeth. So these are a couple of the oils that I do every morning that I have been doing every morning for 4.5 years. If it's a Saturday and I haven't gotten dressed, I haven't gone through my routine that morning, and it's mid-afternoon and I'm feeling sort of funky, what is wrong with me? It's because I didn't put my oils on. That's the kind of impact that they have on my life. So I put these rollers on top, and I love Joy. It's an awesome blend. I just roll it right there over my heart. I like rollers because it just makes it really easy. Sometimes I'll even say things like, I choose joy today, or the joy of the Lord is my strength. Love joy. I also put on Valor every morning. This is our confidence oil, our bravery oil. I put it on my wrist. I put my wrist together, and I just sort of stand in my bathroom and take a couple deep breaths, which taking deep breaths is also a really helpful tool when you're feeling anxious or when you're feeling stressed. Stop what you're doing and just take a couple of deep breaths. I started practicing yoga this year, and you have to focus. You really have to be breathing, and it really just like helps you be centered, and I'm loving that. So I was on the verge of an actual panic attack about a year and a half ago, and I didn't know what to do, and it was like 3 a.m, and I'm like looking in my reference guide, what to do. Take a bath, diffusing things, putting things in my bath, putting things on me, praying, but like really practicing my breathing was a huge part of getting through the worst of that real anxiousness that I was feeling. It was right before I had my baby. So Joy and Valor are huge. White Angelica is another one. So I am a very empathetic person. I tend to wear everybody's stuff and take on everybody's stuff. And so White Angelica helps protect me from all of those things. Again, roller, I roll it on my shoulders. I read this one time, and that's just where I do it. It's just my routine. I don't have to think about it. Put it on my shoulders. You could put it on your wrist. You could put it on your heart. I just put it on my shoulders. So White Angelica is a huge part of my morning routine. And Stress Away, which my Stress Away roller is by my bed. I don't do that one every morning, but I love to put Stress Away behind my ears. So guys, if you have emotional support oils, use them. If you don't have them, pick one and try it next month, and then pick another and try it the next month. I wrote down a couple other ones, and I'll show you in my drawer when we move around my house, but frankincense is another amazing oil for emotional support. I actually have it in my drawer because I put it on my face at night and in the morning. I love to put it on the back of my neck during the day. Any of these oils, guys, you can put a drop in your hand, rub your hands together, and smell. But frankincense is very grounding. It is so awesome for stress-related things. And that came in your starter kit. So use it, diffuse it, put it on your body. It has a very high vibrational frequency. So you need to put that on your skin and let it get into your body. This is another one. I'll show you my other room, but Copaiba also came in your starter kit. Stress Away also came in your starter kit, but Copaiba is one that a friend told me for stress and anxiousness, and I should not be using these words over and over and over. It's very non-compliant of me, but sorry. Copaiba is awesome. I keep a bottle of it. We're just gonna walk in there. I keep a bottle of it in my little drawer in the morning, and I put 2 drops under my tongue. You could also put it in a veggie capsule, but if you have never used a vitality oil and put it in your body, you should try, because it's awesome and it's a great, easy way to get the oils working in your system. Okay, this is so fun. See, it's like y'all are hanging out with me. This is my drawer. This is like my coffee maker, my water. So this is where I come in the morning. Here's my Copaiba that I put under my tongue. I also have a couple of my favorite supplements that I take every day, or some of them I take every day. I take a Super Bee every day, and this is a huge part of my routine, and I think it's been super helpful. This is a great, look what it says, promotes a positive outlook and healthy energy levels. Yes, this is awesome. I take one of these. I've been taking longevity recently, and it also has frankincense in it. So get the frankincense in my body. It has these awesome, yummy oils. And then I have multi-greens. And then if I feel like something is coming on, I will take an inner defense. But, okay, here's my other thing. Here's all my fancy straws. This is not Young Living related, but vitamin D. A lot of people are deficient in vitamin D. So I actually put vitamin D drops in my morning Ningxia Red. So good. And then, okay, this is what I was going to show you. Endoflex this is more for like hormone thyroid stuff, but I feel like all of these things are connected, and so many of the things that the stress that we struggle with could be emotionally related and hormonally related. So I have these veggie capsules that I got from Young Living, and I keep them all right here. I wrote this on my morning routine. I get my Ningxia, I come in here, I do all my oils, all my supplements at one time. I get my veggie capsule. I put about 3 drops of Endoflex, and I take that every morning as well. So guys, you have to be proactive. You have to be consistent. So if for you, it takes writing it down on a list until it's routine and you know what to do, then write it on a list. Look at that list every morning. A couple other things on my morning routine list that I feel like help me, especially as a mom: start a load of laundry. And I do it probably about every other day. What if you did a load of laundry every day or every other day? Then you probably wouldn't have a huge pile of laundry to do on the weekend because you've done it little by little. Make my bed. I don't know, it makes me feel better about myself. Make my bed. I've been gratitude journaling, which I'm loving. It's been such a great process for me. Some things that I researched about why being grateful and having gratitude, what it does, enhances empathy. Apparently it helps you sleep better, improves your self-esteem, reduces stress, gives you a new perspective. So good. So if you are feeling stressed, or you are feeling like you're comparing yourself, or you're just having a hard time, what if you stopped and wrote on a note or in a journal or on your phone 3 things that you're grateful for? 1 thing that you're grateful for. I bet it would shift your heart and it would shift your perspective to what you're struggling with. Another thing that I do if I'm feeling really like, is I'll do a brain dump. So what that means is I will just, if I have all these things in my head that I need to do, I will write them all down. And for some reason, writing them all down helps me. I know that it's on a piece of paper. It is not stuck in my head, so I can stop the endless cycle of thinking about it. On my nighttime routine little list, and this is all new to me, guys. We are never too old to learn new things. I'm 34 years old. Is I make my to-do list for the next day. Recently, I'm randomly loving like little mini sticky notes, and I just put them all over in this one part on my little desk, and I just put it all there. So I don't have to go to bed worried about what I need to do the next day. I know what I need to do, and it's written down, and I can just be done with it. So if you need to write down your list the night before you go to bed so your mind doesn't endlessly go, because that used to be me for a really long time, then do it. Here are my nighttime oils. I'm going to show you another one that's been super helpful for me with all this stuff is vetiver. This is such an amazing oil. I use this in a roller with my son who has focus issues and special needs for school, but I love this for me. I put it on my big toe at night. If you don't know about the VitaFlex points, search that, Google that, look it up. It's pretty awesome that there's a point on our feet for everything in our body, for every organ and everything in our body. So I put my vetiver on my big toe, but lately I've been putting it on my wrists during the day for more anxious feelings, and I've actually read a couple testimonies from other people who said that this oil has been super, super helpful for them as well. Okay, this is my nighttime oil situation. I've got a lot of things going on in here. Again, not stress related, but if you're a woman and you are not using Progessence Plus, we need to talk. Frankincense everywhere because we just all need it. Lots of hormonal things, which if you did not watch Callie Joe's video last week on hormones, you need to go watch it because it was full of incredible information. So I'm not going to go into too much of that, but is this helpful? Are y'all like, yes, please do this? I haven't even talked about this, and there's just too much to say for tonight. Maybe this needs to be another thing, but it really matters what you feed, what you put in your body, and what you fuel your body with. I have been on this whole journey to change the way I eat, and it has changed. Like, I ate bad tonight. I ate recreationally, as I call it, and my stomach already hurts. I can tell. So I lose a lot of energy when I'm not eating the way, when my body cannot process the food that I'm eating. So that's a whole other topic, but it really, really matters that you are getting the nutrients that you need, that you are eating whole foods. Eating clean really is not as hard as I thought it was for so long. Okay. Oh, Ningxia. I didn't show you my Ningxia because it's in my fridge, but if you are not drinking Ningxia Red, I did say I put my vitamin D in my Ningxia Red. Ningxia Red, hello, game changer. If you are not drinking Ningxia Red, you need to. If you're terrified to drink the 2 packets that came in your kit, put them in your fridge and drink them in the morning or drink them tomorrow afternoon. Antioxidant amazingness that will also just like make you feel revitalized and full. And I drink my Ningxia every morning and a lot of afternoons on top of my morning. But okay, what else? Oh, this is another one, another oil. Inner Child, I love so much. Palo Santo, as I've been doing research, a lot of people said that Palo Santo was one that they found effective for this area. So just throwing that out there. If you have Palo Santo, I've been putting it on my wrist during the day just to check it out and see how I like it. And I really am liking it so far. So I think the biggest thing, just a couple things. Couple little doop. Get outside. I mean, obviously it's like cold and wintry now, but if you can, get outside and move your body. If I am feeling stressed or I'm feeling overwhelmed, if I just go on a walk, even for 10 minutes around my neighborhood, I feel so much better. So move your body, go on a walk. It doesn't have to be this like extreme workout. Just get your blood flowing and pumping. Know when to take a break. If you're in the middle of something, whether it's work or house stuff or whatever it is, you cannot go and go and go and go. You have to stop, take a breather, walk around, take a break, and then get back after it. I cannot say enough about counseling, and I should have said this at the beginning, but if you really struggle in this area and it's something that is a continual struggle in your life, I would say please look into a local counselor. I'm in counseling right now. We're in marriage counseling. I'm in solo counseling. I've been to counselors at my church that were free. I've been to private counselors and everything in between. A lot of counseling places have a sliding scale. So if counseling is too expensive for you, that's why you're not going, call around and see if any of them have a sliding scale. It's like based on your income is what you pay. There are ways you can make sacrifices to be able to go to counseling if that is something that you need. I love it. Broken people go to counseling, and we are all broken people. Nobody is perfect. And so it's just such an incredible tool. But guys, you have to be mindful. We have to be mindful about our habits. We have to change our mindset about our habits. We don't just wake up one day and our whole life has changed and we're different and we've changed every bad habit and we're healthy. It happens over time, and it happens with baby steps. So it starts with taking that one step. So I would love to know in the comments, what is one thing that you heard tonight that you were like, yes, I'm going to try that. I'm going to add that to my routine. I'm going to challenge myself in this way because you can do it. And if you tell yourself that you can do it, you can. You can do anything you put your mind to. I was the other day, after my day one of my morning routine, I told my husband, I'm like, I'm trying to do this morning routine. He's like, you're not trying to do it, like you actually are doing it. I'm like, yeah, but if I could do it more than one day. And he's like, when you do it more than one day. I was like, yes. I'm so afraid to fail. But that's how we grow, is we go for it and we just baby step our way there. So anyway, I love you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope this is something that we can tag other people in over the time. Write your routine for morning and night. Doesn't have to be fancy. This is like a suggestion list. You don't I didn't do every single thing on this list this morning, but it helped me know, and something that she said about why we should write a routine, have a routine. Hold on, I wrote it down because it was so good. Of course my these notes won't get up. Anyway, it's just really good. It's really good because you're not like thinking about what you have to do, you just do it. And so there's more room for creativity in other areas if you're just like doing your routine and you don't even have to think about it or worry about it. So yay, y'all keep sharing what you're gonna do, and share it with a friend. Like when you're doing something, pass it on. All of these things that I share with y'all are things that have been passed on to me from other people. And I was so grateful for them. Change your words. Speak to yourself like you would speak to a friend. I posted about this today on Instagram. My inner voice is a very harsh critic. I'm really hard on myself. I have really high standards. I think I'm afraid to do stuff like this because then I'll mess up and I'll fail and then I'll just beat myself up about it. But I'm consciously trying to talk to myself like I would talk to a good friend. If a good friend called and said, I didn't get all the things on my list done today, or I'm so tired of my kids and I just want to rest, I would be like, you rest. You should rest. Is your body telling you that? You should do it. But speaking to myself, I'm so harsh. So Meg and I were talking about that on Instagram, but just like having the conscious thought of I'm going to speak to myself the way I would speak to a friend. Game changer. All right. Maybe we'll have to do another one of these about food because that's a whole other topic. And I am definitely not the expert. But share this with a friend. Keep talking about what you're going to do, what you're going to change, what one thing you're going to implement in your life. And then can't wait to hear how it goes. Good night.